go into a predicted lineup. So the injuries for this game are the same, really, as last time. He mentioned Dom Solanke. He's still kind of nursing that ankle injury, but he's back on the grass and he's training. Unavailable for this game, and he said unlikely to be available for the Doncaster game. But hopefully after that, I guess we'll see. He obviously still with Madison, Kulusevski, Basuma, Dragoshin all out. But Takai could be back in the near future as he's back training with the group. So Kota Takai does exist, Brian, and we could be seeing him very soon.
He does. It's not an illusion. He is here. It'll be good to see him, wouldn't it? It'd be good to see him, or at least back on the training pitch, to give Frank more depth, more options. We'll see when he'll get in. Maybe he's going to be used for Carabao Cups to ease him in. But having more strength in depth is never a bad thing, is it?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, really, really great that we can potentially be seeing our new signing for the first time in the very near future. Everyone's quite excited about him. Just to touch on Basuma, he said hasn't had a moment's problem with him. He's in his plans, and if he trains well, he'll get an opportunity. That's what he was saying about Basuma. So
Okay, well, we'll see if that happens. I mean, we've spoken a lot this week that at the moment, who gets into this midfield with all the players playing well? So I would imagine he's back of the queue in that, having not got any minutes. It's a great problem for him to have at the moment.
yeah, and yeah, I mean, even people like Archie Gray are probably going to be struggling to get opportunities, let alone
Yep.
like Basuma, who we were set to get rid of. All right, so let's start this lineup. In goal, Guillermo Vicario. I think we can all agree he is going to be starting in the keeper position.
Yep.
He's probably, I reckon, how Brighton play. They like to attack. They like to go forward. He's going to have to be probably having a busy game, I would assume.
Well, let's just hope the defence are going to be like they were in every game except Bournemouth.
Mm.
You know, I spoke to you behind the scenes what I think might happen tomorrow. My prediction is every week, like you said. But yeah, Vicario is 100% starting in goal. That's an absolute certain, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. We go to the back four. Now
You're
we
going to keep back four. You're going to keep the back
okay, go
four.
to okay. We'll go to the defense.
Yeah,
You think Tottenham are going to go five at the back tomorrow?
I do. I do. I mean, I know I've been saying this every week, but the reason I say that is I think Thomas Frank would have learned a lot from the Bournemouth game. I really do. And obviously, he played a back four there, and we got caught. And that was the main problem. Obviously, Semenyo doing what he did down one flank, and then just always having the upper hand on us. And I just think, especially with Brighton, you got to remember Brighton did the double over us last season,
Huh?
and at home we're obviously 2-0 up and sailing, and then we capitulated. So if there is a game to do it and have that extra assurancy, I think this could be the one. I do think this one. I know I said it against West Ham, and obviously that was you went 4-3-3. But we keep saying that Frank is going to learn and whatever, and I think he may. You've got the power of attorney and make the
Executive
decision. But
power.
I'm staking my claim. I'm staking my claim for a back three.
I think the reason I don't think go to a back three is because we still have Takai and Dragoshin injured. So if one of that back three does get injured, I guess you got Ben Davies that can come in, but I don't know if he would want to risk playing all our three senior centre backs in one game. I know he did it for the Super Cup. That was like a one-off game, like that was a cup final, and he felt that was the best way for that game. I just feel like in this game, is he gonna play all three centre backs? Also, when it's not, is it that necessary? We've played a back four with good success for defensively anyway for
Yeah.
the other games. I know at Bournemouth it didn't work out well, but since the Bournemouth game, we've kept with the back four, and we've beaten Villarreal, and we've beaten West Ham quite comfortably. So yes, we've had our problems, but I don't know. Would he go back for? I mean, there's a chance.
Do you know what? When you say about the injuries, we
Mm,
got Doncaster next as well, so people will get a rest. But then it's who do you rest? So do you know what? With the injuries, you raise a valid point.
mm.
You do raise a valid point. I hadn't put that into consideration. But we'll see. We'll see. But like I said, you've got executive power here. Um, we do what you say. You're your head coach.
I think he's going to go back four. I think.
Okay,
What do you
that's what
reckon?
we do.
The chat. What do you reckon? Back four or back five? But yeah, let's go back four. And
Okay.
with the back four again, we have the same conversation at fullback because Spence and Porro played again. Um, are they one of them needing a rest? Who, if it is, who is going to come in? We saw, I think we saw a clip of a doggy doing some personalized training to work on his crossing. Um, that Spurs released today, so that was quite interesting. Um, yeah, I mean, what do you think? A doggy comes in finally? Is he going to get his first start of the season?
I personally would like to see him. I really would, and I think because Spencer's done so well, people were forgetting how good Destiny can be. And I understand that. I understand that part. But we've said that Simmons and Spence, all right, they've only had 2 games, but it hasn't quite worked, has it? And I would like to see Destiny start at left back, but I don't know if he's going to do that for Doncaster, where he can be a bit more flexible than the Premier League game. But I would like to see Destiny, but I think he will go Spence. What about you?
Think Spence. So you think Spence and Porro again?
Um, I, I, I think so, but I personally would like to see Destiny on the left personally.
I
And
said,
I didn't know the crossing bit you said. I didn't know the crossing bit from the training, so that is interesting.
yeah, and something I think he needs to work on if he's going to become like a
Yeah,
complete fullback. Yeah, I'm undecided here. I mean, Porro, can he just keep playing in perpetuity and not having a rest? It's crazy, isn't it? But you think
yeah,
he might have a rest on Wednesday. Yeah, Doggy, you think you know what? I think I agree. I think he's going to go Porro and Spence again because they're playing so well and they're not looking tired or anything. And I think Doggy will get his first start on Tuesday against Doncaster. Sorry, Wednesday against
yeah.
Doncaster. So I think you're probably right there. I think he carries on with the same fullbacks. Centre backs. Is it well? Obviously, you thought Danso and would come in as well, but obviously Mickey and if we're going a back
Yeah,
four, it's going to be Mickey and Romero, isn't it?
correct. Yeah, I mean you can't separate them two at the moment, can you? Especially in the Premier League. One of them, one of them, if not both of them, will get a rest on Wednesday. So I think Premier League wise, you've got to go with those two.
Agreed. Now midfield,
Here
another
we go,
another tough one. I think does Paulinho come straight back in? I think
100%.
he does because I think actually we looked a little bit better when he came on as well on Tuesday. So I do think Paulinho comes in. Um, Now who partners him? Frank was full of praise for Bergval in his
Yep.
press conference saying he's playing so well, he's got so much energy. He shouldn't have a problem playing kind of another game, and he's also doing a great job in the number 10. So does
Yeah.
he stay in his place? You also got Saar, Bentancur to consider. Where does Xavi fit in? Is he back on the left? Is he taking a breather? He's on the bench. So much to consider in this midfield. Uh,
I think Boval has to start. And also, I did love what we did it on Tottenham on tour. That Tottenham released some snippets before the just on updated team news, and Frank was telling him as well that during games they've had to tell him to stop running into positions because he's trying. And I love that they're telling us to try and coach him positionally. I don't see how off the back of 2 man of the match awards you can drop him. I think he's a definite starter.
in the 10?
But you know what? We keep saying the 10. It's like he's playing 2 8s, really, isn't it?
Mm, it's
It's like
true.
he's playing a 6 and 2 8s. So I think they've been interchanged. Sarr and Bergvall have kind of been interchanging during the games, haven't they? So I don't know if we say partnering him because I think they'll be a little bit more advanced. But yeah, I think Bergvall is definitely one of them. Whether you want to put him there or the 10, I think they're both players 8s though.
Okay, so we're going to put Bergval in there. We'll put him as a 10 for now. Um, so who partners him? Bentancur or Saar or Gray even? Does Gray get a shout run out? Um, Bentancur obviously played, did he play 90 minutes on Tuesday? Saar's
Yeah,
been an ever-present. Um, is he at the moment kind of playing Saar and Bergval every game and just rotating Paulinho and Bentancur, it seems. In the last
yeah. Do you know what, Steve? If it hadn't been Doncaster, this would have been a little bit easier to get, wouldn't it? Because you think about the rotation for a Champions League game and everything. But I think he's going to heavily rest people on Wednesday, so that might be used. I put. It's so hard to say this, but I think it might be Bentancur.
you
I
reckon
think it might
Bentancur?
be. I personally think it might be Bentancur and Sarr to come off the bench. like Bentancur was for West Ham and wasn't fully needed. I think Sarr, like you said, has started every single game. Paulinia, Bergval, Bentancur haven't. Maybe it is Sarr's time to come off the bench.
Okay, I like that logic. I was going to lean towards Saar to be honest, starting, but I do like the logic you've added. So let's put Bentacle, Paulinia, and Bergval in the middle. All right, off the left. Well, okay, let's start the easy one. Is Kudus getting another start here?
Yeah, I can't see how he doesn't.
Yeah, I think so as well. It has to be him. Now, a few interesting ways to look at this because Richarlison played obviously on Tuesday. Is he? Can he play again? Start again? You got Mawani who came off the bench. Is he fit enough to get a start? Obviously, you got Xavi Simons, Odegaard, Tell, all
Hmm.
to fit into two positions here. Brennan as well. Didn't even talk about Brennan.
Yep.
So, who starts off the left? It's a tough one. Is it Brennan, Xavi, Tell, Odegaard? You got four options here. Even Mawani, maybe,
Yep.
or Richarlison. Even he could play off the left. Literally got what, five options for one position. How are we going about picking this one?
I don't know, but do you know what? We spoke earlier again on Tottenham Tour, and there was a big discussion about does Mawani look fit enough? Does he look ready? And my argument for it was Ben Hoffman was saying no, I don't think he's fit enough to start. But I
Mhm,
was like, do you know what? He came on with 15 minutes to go in really a nothing game, didn't he? It really was stop start,
mhm.
very, very slow, lethargic. So he didn't really have a chance to spring into life. I would love to see him start up top. I would love to see him start up top because we need to be careful with Richarlison. Richarlison in the last few games hasn't had much to go on, has he? So I would like to see a change there. And I personally would like to see Mawani. What about you up top?
Yeah, I think we got to be careful, Rishi, as well, because we know the injury problems he's had. He ran his
Correct.
socks off on Tuesday. It's another tough game against Brighton, where he's going to have to be at his best. Yeah, I think maybe give Mwani a run out. I don't want to see him put Tell up front. I'm worried he might do that.
No,
Don't want to see that. If you're going to play Tell, play him off the left. All right, we're going to give Mwani his debut.
there we go.
We're going to give Mwani his debut and see what he does. And then so the big one's off the left. Brennan,
Yeah.
Tell, Odegaard, Xavi. Does he just go Xavi again?
Well, you can't leave him out, can he? I think doing that is just, he's not going to leave Xavi out. I mean, you were saying about Tell. I think he's going to use Tell Tuesday, isn't he? He's probably one of the first names on the team sheet.
Correct.
Wednesday. You've got Tuesday. My bloody head's in when you said it. Wednesday. I think he's definitely starting Wednesday. I think Xavi has to start on the left. He put it this way, we're not going to drop him or put him on the bench and rest him. I think he has to start on the left.
All right, Xavi back on the left-hand side. So that is your lineup, guys. Vicario in goal, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven, Spence, who are really kind of creating a really good unit there at the back.
Hmm.
Protected by Bentancur, Paulinia, with Kudus, Bergval, and Xavi supporting Randall, Kolo, Moani. Um, it's good. The only problem I have is the way Brighton play. Do you want a kind of runner in behind? I guess Moani can do that. But I think from out wide, attacking those spaces, will he want someone like Brennan in the team for for that? Because Brighton do leave spaces for you.
They do. Well, he scored last season, didn't he? There.
He did, yeah.
Um, Again, we have to. I mean, you look at it. I actually remember this game as well. Timo Werner had a load of space down that left wing. Obviously, wasn't able to do much with it, and had a goal. I think he had a goal disallowed or credited as an own goal, if I remember correct. They do leave space. They do leave space behind. But could someone like a Kudus thrive in that?
Mm.
The
Yeah, maybe.
quality is there this
But
time, isn't
Kudus
it?
doesn't like to run in behind. He likes having the ball to feet. He likes dribbling at players. Um, Maybe even too much sometimes. I feel with Kudus, he could release the ball earlier sometimes. But yeah, look, I think it's a good lineup. I think hopefully it's got everything that's needed. Maybe with Mwani there as well, you've got someone who's more likely to stretch their defense rather than
Yep.
Richarlison, who's not the paciest, is he? He's not slow, but he ain't. Mwani's got a different level of pace about him. So, I mean, look, it's a good lineup, and you've got players like Sarr, Odegaard, Tell, Brennan Johnson, Richarlison, uh, Adogi, Gray, all on
And so,
stand. So a lot of options, don't you? All of a sudden, you're looking at that depth. You're like, wow, there's a lot of options there. So That is our predicted lineup, people. Let me know in the comment section below what your predicted lineup is. Are we right, or do you think we've got this horribly wrong?